was never really good playing role of the puppet. Too busy being me to be concerned with perception of the public. Everyone is buzzing, but everybody ain't thinking about a budget. I want ownership in something.
That's your boy Gemz K, man. We back with another video for this channel, and Stephen A. Smith, man, is reacting to this Diddy clip of him assaulting Cassie. And he says that's absolutely disgusting, man. So we just gonna play some of this clip, play some of this audio that Stephen A. Smith got to say. Man, he said he's declaring it right now. Diddy's career is officially over in his book, man. Let's check out what Stephen A. Smith got going.
All over these digital airwaves of YouTube, that the career of Sean P. Diddy Combs, as we know it, it's over. This shit is over. It's over in the worst possible way, one of the worst possible ways you can imagine.
My man said this shit is over. Excuse my French. This ish is over. And he want everybody to know. He putting your word on it. It's over as y'all. We know it. Y'all know it. They know it. He know it. It's up for him, man. It's done. And I agree in the sense. I definitely agree in the sense, man, because it's much more scathing when you add video to accusations. You add audio and video to accusations. And it's proven not to be documented, and coming out saying that he paid 50 racks for this to go away.
These are the latest developments, okay? Exclusive surveillance video obtained by CNN appears to show the music mogul assaulting his then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura in a hotel in 2016. In the video, Combs can be seen striking and kicking Ventura as she tried to leave. I have the video right in front of me. We can't show it to you. We can't show it to you. But I'm watching this with the sound off as we speak. She's walking down the hallway in a hoodie, y'all, clearly trying to sneak out of the hotel room. We see him come sprinting down the hallway in just a towel. That's it. He goes up to her. He snatches her by the neck, yanks her to the ground. She lays there still. Okay? I'm looking at the video. I'm looking at the video while I'm talking to you. He snatches her by the neck, unless this is some lookalike, unless this is some troll, unless this is somebody that's like from Mission Impossible, like Tom.
Nah, bro, nah, Stephen A. Smith, you ain't fooling. It ain't no clone. Yo doing what he doing. He doing what she said and others said that he does. Gene Deal spoke not too long ago and said that Diddy put hands on Kim Porter. So bad and so many times that Kim Porter had to cut my man. She had to cut him. You know, she hit him with the she cut him because, hey, you gonna stop putting your hands on me, and that's how I roll, right? So when Cassie came out with these claims and this lawsuit and wanting to protect her family and things like that, everybody like, oh, wait a minute, oh, this is news, right? Now, everybody said, oh, snap, it gotta be some truth to it because Diddy settled for that 30-something million, like right away. There was some truth to it. And anytime that there is some truth to it, or you just don't want this thing to get messy, what you do is, when you got lawyers, they'll advise you, hey, you might want to settle because this could get ugly. Hey, she might demand more money. Let's just go ahead, put the NDA on it, get it not to speak, blah, 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 blah. But you can only control what that person has, or what that person is willing to do or not willing to do once they get their money. Hey, this NDA, we need you hush hush on this thing. Don't put it out there. Notice Cassie hasn't spoken on this situation after the settlement went down and things like that. She kept her mouth shut. But you can't help that the hotel had the footage. He paid them 50 bands not to release the footage, allegedly, and they released the footage because how would CNN get it unless somebody else had it? But that looks like hotel camera footage right there. Let's continue with Stephen A. Smith's rant. Let him go off, yo.
Somebody else's face looking exactly like them when it ain't them at all. Unless there's something along those lines. This is what we're looking at here. And you see the stills right there in the screen. And I get that. But I'm telling you right now, I'm watching this as we speak. And I've seen this video now because I want to make sure I know what I'm looking at. This is about the 10th time that I looked at it. He runs down, he snatches her bottom neck, he yanks it to the ground, she lays still, then he launches a kick towards her like he's kicking a damn field goal, picks up the balls or whatever she had with her, kicks her again, hits her, she lays still, and then after that, he grabs her and drags her down the hallway. And then there's additional video showing him sitting in the hotel room, picking up stuff, throwing it. Ladies and gentlemen, I cover sports. Primarily, that's my day job. Remember Ray Rice? Remember what happened? Like 2014 when his girl was in the elevator and she either shoved him or hit him, and then he left hooked her and hit her and knocked her face into the bar inside the elevator. She hit her head to it, and then she laid on the floor, unconscious, in the elevator, straight up knocked out. And then after that, he didn't even pick her up, and he dragged her out of the elevator. This video, allegedly, supposedly, presumably, seemingly, whatever word's appropriate, with P. Diddy, Shaw P. Diddy Combs. This is worse. We saw both videos. We saw the video from Atlantic City with Ray Rice years ago. We saw that many times over. We saw the collateral impact it had on the NFL, the world of sports, and beyond, because it heightened a level of sensitivity towards domestic violence and showed that level of awareness to such a degree that it permeates our thoughts and our minds, hearts to this day and age. In this day, ladies and gentlemen,
To be honest with you, he got a point. He right about this. It does look worse, but it doesn't really matter who's worse and who didn't do as bad as the next person, because at the end of the day, these were two women who were assaulted. They were domestically abused. Well, this Cassie case is definitely domestic abuse. It's not, we just had a simple fight. If you gotta sneak out and leave a person, and they gotta do all that, drag you back down the hallway and drag you into the room, and then continue, he said in another video, continuously picking up things off the floor and throwing them at her, that's a sign of a serial abuser. And that's someone who's so comfortable doing that behavior that they don't find anything wrong with it. And people always have the nerve to say, oh, well, she got 30 million, so it's cool now. Nah, it ain't never cool. It ain't never gonna be cool. Think about how it affected her mental health and her sanity. Think about why she chose to sue. Think about what the stipulations were in her suit. Why didn't he countersue? Because he knew that it was way worse. It's probably way worse evidence out there against him. Just with her alone. We're not talking about nobody else. We talking about him and Cassie, right? Now, we see those fights in the hood where the girl, oh, you cheating on me, go through the phone, start slapping the dude up. He grab her real quick, hold the arms, hey, you gonna stop hitting me, restrain her a little bit, throw her back to the bed and try to walk out, right? Or, grab, put her in the little arm, hey, listen, stop hitting me. But for you to chase after someone, grab them, basically bullying, that's not the same thing. It's not the same thing at all, and we can't act like it's the same thing. And like, it's not the first time there's been abuse alleged against this man. Now, granted, I don't know if Kim Porter ever filed anything. I didn't do my research on that part, but if we take into what Gene Deal had to say in his account of what he known to have happened in a certain situation with Diddy and Kim Porter. Come on, man. It is what it is. And granted, Stephen A. Smith is not, he doesn't normally cover hip-hop like that. He's really a sports guy. This is day job, true. But this is something that affects everybody around the world when you see it. 'Cause it's like, yo, dog, you really went that hard. You really went that far. Like, if she wanted to leave, you should just let her leave. Ain't no chase. I ain't chasing after you. I'm not going to go grab you up, yoke you up, beat you down, drag you back. No, if you don't want to be with me, around me, and none of that, you can leave. I won't stop you. I won't hold you. Because it's much better for me to let you walk away than me to force you to stay somewhere you don't want to be. So yeah, no, I ain't jacking it, you know. Continue with Stephen A. Smith.
I'm looking at the video again. This is worse. No wonder he settled the case with Cassie Ventura.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
She had filed a suit against him. One day. No wonder you've heard about so many different allegations when his homes in Los Angeles and Miami were raided by Homeland Security. This is bad. This is so bad, it's hard to put into words. I don't know how P. Diddy recovers from this. I don't know if he can. The only way is if it's proven that that video, that's not him. That's not him. It's the only way. There's no other way. There's no other way. No wonder we haven't seen him.
All right, Stephen A., that's enough. But it looks like Brother Love don't really love nobody. And if you do love this woman or love this woman, you had a effed up way of showing it, man. Sometimes we can have trouble when we love somebody so much, but it makes us a little crazy, but it shouldn't have you this crazy. But yeah, like he said, no wonder he did that. No wonder he just settled out a day after the fact. And there's no way to say that that's not him. That looks like him from the side, from the back, from the front. I mean, even his stature, the way he walked, you can tell by his movements that it seems like it's him. So, yeah, I don't know. You know, of course, he doesn't really make music, but this is why those companies he was with and things like that, that's why they did what they did. That's why they was backing off. And that's why everybody has been backing away from him, because it was going to get rocky, it was going to get messy, and it was going to get disrespectful. And this is bad. It's really bad, man. I mean, but we seen this time and time again, you know. We become corrupted by the money, the power, the fame, you know, the adoration, all of these different things. You know, we get greedy and things like that. And it's like, especially people who ain't never really had no power before, then they get power, and they had some power just a little bit, and they get more power than they had, and they had it this long. Once you get power this long and this strong, where you could affect people's lives for over 25 and 30 years. This is where you get people like him that feel like they're untouchable. Yeah, can't nobody do nothing to me. You know, especially when you got the bread to pay. Hey, listen, go ahead, pay this off, you know, hide this footage, do this, do that. You know, it's a lot of things that people like him do. And yeah, I don't know. So this Stephen A. Smith reacting. This is me covering Stephen A. Smith reacting, and this is me also reacting. I think that this is sick. I think it's wrong. But we all human. I don't want to continue to cast judgment and things like that on this man. I just hope this man gets some help, man.
Now, first of all, I want to send prayers out to Cassie. No woman in the world should have to endure anything like that. At no point should a woman have to endure that. That a man would treat a woman like that. At no point. You know, when we talk about coward culture, this shit is the epitome of what coward culture is. Because not only is the coward culture the coward that beats on a woman in a manner that Diddy beat on this woman, not only is that coward culture, because that is extreme coward culture. The fact that you would beat a woman as she once walks away from you, helpless, and beat that woman like that, is some of the biggest coward shit I ever seen in my life. But what's even bigger in the coward culture is that you constantly denied that shit. Right? That you stood around and some of us as men of principle who don't know what's going on and have known you and rather than to just jump on the bandwagon and the bus with a bunch of niggas that just want to see shit go down, rather than do that, we reserved judgment and we waited. And you knew shit like this was out there. And you denied it like a coward. You denied that this should even happen as a coward. A real man, first of all, would have never did it, but if he would have did that, he would have owned up as a man and seek some level of retribution and seek some level of help. But a coward will constantly deny it because nobody's seen it. A coward lacks integrity. It's levels of integrity that's there that you just lack as a man. So what happens is you have levels of coward that is unmatched by any other coward. Because you didn't even apologize publicly. You need to give a public apology to the world, to your kids. Your son out here fighting on your behalf, trying to save the name, and you knew this shit was out there, and like a coward, you stood around and didn't even own up as a man. It's some of the deepest coward shit I ever seen. I hope that whatever you do is seek some level of help, and I hope that you understand why this is happening. I hope that you understand. I hope you seek God. I hope you do something, because this right here is pretty much the biggest cowardly act I've ever seen in my life. Biggest cowardly act that I've ever seen in my life. Never could I stand by or with any man that would conduct himself in this manner. There's some coward shit. Anybody who knew this was happening and stood around is a fucking coward. Anybody that still stands around a nigga that do some shit like this is a coward. This is complete coward culture. Complete coward culture. And I think over the last couple of weeks we've seen an overload of coward culture. I can't be mad at women that don't feel safe around men no more. I can't be mad at women that don't believe that men are going to protect them, that see men as bigger threats. I can't be mad at them. Anybody that can is just stupid. We have failed. It's time for us to take back our space as men. It's time for the real men, some of us who really will die to protect women. It ain't just words. That ain't just hiding and becoming all this other shit behind the closed scenes that beating. Nah, the real men that really take care need to step up. Once again, this Diddy shit was the biggest cowardly act, compounded by it. And not only did you compound it, but you taunted that woman. You knew what you did to that woman. And rather than let her go be free, you made songs about her. This is some sick, diabolical shit. This is coward culture to the next level. You gave us shout outs at fucking awards, knowing what you did to that woman, knowing that why she wasn't there. It's coward shit. Coward shit. No man of any level of principle could even stand next to some shit like this. The biggest cowardly act I've ever seen in my life play out. This is some real coward shit. There's no ifs, ands, buts. There's no reasoning. It's nothing. It's coward culture to the highest power.